Okay, now on the next slide is a season training plan. And it's based on objectives, based on points of focus, based on changing priorities. And the numbers you see are not percentages. They're going to represent blocks of time. Blocks of time. Don't get stuck on the numbers, just get the idea here. So you ready? Here it goes. Bang. Please don't try to write it down. Just think about, look at it, absorb it, think about it. And it's been given to you on your, you can download it anyway. So what do we have going on here? At the top, we have stroke development, aerobic development. These are our cycles that we're going through. Okay? And on the left-hand column are our components of workout. And down here in the bottom row, 30, 30, 30, 30, that's how many blocks of time we have per week. And just looking at stroke development, what's the most important thing? Stroke work. So we're doing 10 sessions, 10 15-minute sessions of stroke work, and 5 is start and turn work. That's 50% of our week. 50% of our week. So that satisfies our goal for that cycle. Okay? We don't need to do LQS or aerobic overload or even race work. We always do kicking. We always do aerobic base work. We always sprint. It's fun to sprint. And we always play a game. Okay, so that's our first cycle. And then I develop this as we go through. I'm not going to do all the details on this. But race development, okay, we are going to do 3 sets of that. And you're like, well, you did 50% during stroke and turn work when that was the objective, but you're only doing 3 here. You know, sometimes a little difference is a big difference. And that means, what does that mean practically? It means 3 times a week we're going to do broken swims or some other type of race preparation for about 15 minutes. And believe me, that's enough. Because you can plant an awful lot of seeds in 15 minutes 3 times a week. LQS, same deal. I mean, how many broken 500s do you need to do with a watch in a formal kind of way for them to understand what you're trying to do? You know, if you fill up a whole workout with broken 500s, you're going to create a bunch of kids who hate distance swimming. But it's just a couple. Okay? Sometimes we do straight 500 for time. And guess what? I expect to see best times. They're age group kids. Okay? If you don't expect to see best times, you won't. But if you do, you increase the chances that you will. So that's a season training plan. Okay? Now, what do we do with that? I like to use that to create what I call a workout model. It's a framework for what I want to do through the course of the week. And it looks like this. Don't panic. Here's my days of the week. Here's my time. Practice starts at 4, then 4:15, 4:30, and so on. This is the component I'm going to do then. Where did that come from? Up in the top right-hand corner, this came from the race development cycle, and there's where that was my components. 12 aerobic base, 5 kicking, and so on and so forth. Part of the artistry of coaching is deciding where are you going to put those things in the practice. That's why I like to use my very big eraser, because sometimes I make mistakes. I'm going to talk about writing workouts in a few moments, but in general, I try to spread things out throughout the week. I try to put race pace sets sort of in the middle of the workout so they're warmed up and ready to go. Sprints can go early, they can go late. I think too often we just put them late. Games and goof go at the end. If you've ever tried to do games at the beginning and then still run a workout, you can forget that. When I do stroke work, I try to follow it up with a set related to stroke work. Why spend 15 minutes talking about backstroke entry and then do a butterfly set? That's crazy. So there's just some common sense things that come into play there. And frequently, when I sit down to actually write the workout after I've done the model, I may change something because I see something that's not going to work.